Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going on a night point of view drive with this car, so the all new Kia e-Niro, and as the name suggests, this is the fully electric car. As you can see, we have a charging port here on the front, and now this is the well-known tiger nose grille, but of course on this model it's closed and does look pretty nice. You also have some blue elements so that you can see that this is an electric version. Let me unlock the car once again so that we see the daytime running LEDs that are down there, and then you have the LED lights. And moving on to the side, so this is the side profile, 4.37 meters is the length. You have the aerodynamic 17-inch wheels. Let me show you the view from behind. There we go, nice LED signature, and overall pretty nice car. It's an electric crossover from Kia. You may see the hybrid, but now we also have the electric version, eco-electric, different bumper. We also have this blue elements, and without further ado, let's take this thing for a spin and see the range and also see how it drives. This is the interior, but let's check out the view from driver's perspective. Alright, so let's go. You started by pressing the power button. It comes to life. It's a nice detail to have the power button and not the start engine button, because we have an electric car. And this is your gear switch. It's a controller actually, so neutral, reverse, park. And this car has the artificial sound, so let's go. And I don't know if camera is catching it, but it's quite cool. So it's mandatory by law to have the sound in order to warn the pedestrians that you are coming with electric car, of course on lower speeds. And yes, so this is a fully electric version. There are two versions available, and this one has the 64 kilowatt-hour battery, and it's top of the line version. That one comes paired with 204 horsepower electric motor that has 395 newton meters of torque, so huge amount of torque, instant power available all the time, and 7.8 seconds is the time to reach 100, so that is really good. And what's even more impressive is the torque that you have all the time, so quite cool. The other version is less powerful, and also it's got a smaller batteries, but today we are focusing on this one. Let's start with the range. Now by WLTP standard, this car has the range of 455 kilometers. Now usually the range in real life is different, but with this car it's not. It's very similar. In my case it's around 430 kilometers, 440, so that's really good, and almost the same as, you know, by WLTP standard. I also drove on a highway, then through the rush hour, so I think you know, the range could be even more than, you know, the claimed one, so that's really a plus, because that's not often the case. And now we are departing this huge garage, and yeah, well, we are going on a relaxed night drive with this fully electric car. Peace and quiet inside. And there we go. So in front of me there is a 7-inch digital cockpit, and then in the middle you have the 8-inch touchscreen, and this touchscreen actually is pretty responsive. I am very surprised by this. They have improved over the years, you know, Kia models in terms of the infotainment systems, definitely. So this is pretty good. If you want, you can check out my full in-depth review of this car, where you will find, you know, all the elements of the infotainment system, settings and stuff like that. And in the middle section here you can choose between different things and options. But cool thing is that, for example, you can't adjust the lights. So this car has the ambient lights, and you can't adjust them while you're driving. The car needs to be in park. Okay, so this is the main screen, and this is the home screen layout. You have these widgets which you can configure, but let's actually press the navigation and you will see the 3D shape of the buildings. So National Theatre on our left, National Theatre 3D shape here. So quite cool. You can also have the big screen. So this is the split screen. When you press this, you have the big screen available as well. And now, since we will be stationary, let me show you the ambient lights. So the ambient lights are here, so this panel here and this section around the gear selector. In order to access them, you go here, and the car needs to be in P, lights, ambient light colors, so you can put it to red, for example, bronze, and this is also illuminated, eco green. It looks greenish in person, but in the camera it will look more blue, and this is the real blue, and it's my favorite. And now let's go back to drive, and let's continue to drive. We're driving around my hometown of Zagreb. It's almost 1 a.m. so not much of traffic around, which is always nice because we have a peaceful drive like this. And now, while we are stationary, let me show you this. So your battery is on the left, but no percentage. Have the big range on the left, and on our right we just have the speed, and in the middle you saw we have bunch of settings and adjustments. This car also has different driving modes. In order to change them, you need to press this drive mode button, and you actually have 4 driving modes. So this is normal. If you go to sport, the throttle response is so much better. And yeah, in sport mode it's really crazy because you know, as I already told you, a lot of torque and instant power means crazy accelerations. And then you have the eco mode. You will immediately feel that you have less of a throttle response in the eco mode, but of course the car is more efficient in the eco mode. Normal mode would be probably the best for your daily drive. And cool thing is that you can configure those driving modes, and you can configure the recuperation of the energy on each mode. Now they are preset right now, but what you can do is you have this flappy pedals, and then you can increase the recuperation. If you press this left one, you increase the recuperation. So look at this. I will now just release the throttle and the car will start to brake. You also have the brake light on at that point because it's really slowing down and recuperating the energy. Speaking about the recuperation of the energy, you have this gauge on your left where it says whether you're using the power or you're charging, which we are charging, for example, right now with the recuperation. And back to the sport mode. Really impressive, and yeah, I could accelerate in this all day long. So just look at this. That's crazy. and you have this cool electric sound from the electric motor. And now we'll be stationary again, so let me show you this middle section, which is quite cool. So you saw this with the ambient lights all around. Here we have the USB port, both of them are illuminated, 12-volt power outlet. You have the wireless charger for the phone, it's a shelf, and I'm actually currently charging my phone. If you turn off the car and leave it here, you will have the alert message saying that your phone is still here in the charger. I do love the fact that we still have the AC on this classic knobs. So this is for the temperature and this is to adjust the air blower. But what I didn't mention, and I already told you, is that this car has 4 driving modes. So I already mentioned Eco, Normal and Sport. Now in order to access the Eco Plus, you need to hold this drive mode. And now it is in the Eco Plus. What that means is that we entered the full efficient mode, let's call it like that. The AC is off, we have a speed limiter on 90 kilometers per hour, and this is made, you know, in order to maximize the range. For example, if you are driving and you are low on battery, you would then turn on this Eco Plus mode. But we don't need that, we will go back to the normal mode and enjoy our night drive. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on the car and how do you like it so far. How do you like this layout? How do you like the numbers that, you know, I've given you in terms of range, power and battery? And this model in our video has bunch of equipment as well. So you will see that we have the heated seats and also the cooling of the seats, so both for the driver and the passenger. So lower center of gravity combined with pretty nice range and a lot of horsepower means that you have a car that is fun to drive, but also, you know, it is pretty practical and you can even manage a longer road trips without major problems since the range is pretty good. And underneath this roller you have 2 cup holders. They are adjustable and you can actually remove them. Then you have just the storage room. So quite cool. Let's put it to sport mode now, and you see crazy acceleration. If you want to see more of, you know, accelerations, you can watch my point of view drive during the day. Then we go to the highway and then I show you more, you know, features and more acceleration on the highway. But yeah, I need to mention also the safety systems of this car. So you have the lane safety, driver attention warning, smart cruise control, so this car actually has the level 2 autonomy, so it keeps you in lane, and it's all pretty nice. You can also configure those systems here. So you have the blind spot monitor, look at this. So you have the beeping sound, and also it is blinking, so quite useful feature. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked this video, and subscribe to the channel in order to see more car reviews and more night point of view drives. There are many night point of view drives on my channel. Also subscribe to see the full review of this car, which is probably already live on my channel. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.